Portland is a city that loves soccer. If you've been to a game or even just downtown on game day, you've no doubt heard the roar. But now it comes against a backdrop of challenges. A report out yesterday detailing how the team handled domestic violence issues with a player, and then today a promise of discrimination training for the entire organization. This is a proud franchise we have here and a strong fan base. Timbers and Thorns games regularly sell out, and that's unusual in the U.S. Not that many soccer teams attract that much attention. But this year, some Timbers and Thorns fans have had a rough time supporting the team after some pretty big issues have come to light. First, there was the former Thorns coach Paul Riley and the former player who accused him of sexual coercion in an investigation by The Athletic that came out last fall. Then there were the domestic violence accusations against former Timbers player Andy Polo. His former partner accused him of abuse, and the Washington County Sheriff's Office was called out to their home last spring. Polo's partner filed a lawsuit claiming the Timbers tried to pay her off to encourage her not to press charges. Well, her lawyer gave us this recording made during a meeting with them last year.
That goes to the district attorney's office. And then that office may call you to see if you want to pursue those charges. And again, you can say, yes, I want to, or no, I do not. Of course, we're hoping you say, no, you do not.
The Timbers hired an outside investigator to look into that claim, and they concluded this week that the Timbers did not try to pay off Polo's partner, that they were offering her financial support to help her out, but not in exchange for not pressing the charges. In the report, they state Ms. Maskell's statement that she was hoping Ms. Alicorn did not pursue the charges was made after Ms. Alicorn indicated that she did not want to pursue the charges. On the recording, Ms. Maskell stated explicitly the decision whether to pursue the charges was entirely up to Ms. Alicorn. It continues, neither Ms. Maskell or Mr. McCausland stated that the Timbers' assistance was conditioned upon Ms. Alicorn's decision not to pursue the charges. But the report did conclude that the Timbers did not report the domestic violence incident to the Major League Soccer when they should have. But investigators go easy on the Timbers there too, saying they were just a little confused. They didn't know whether they were supposed to report it or not. They wrote in the report, Gavin Wilkinson reached out to the club's in-house legal counsel to inquire as to whether the club was required to report the incident. Mr. Wilkinson and the club's in-house counsel credibly reported they did not know that they had a duty to report the incident under the MLS Constitution. The investigators found that the failure to report the incident to the league was the result of a lack of an understanding of the MLS Constitution rather than an intent to conceal it. The team was fined $25,000. They have said they'll donate it to a national coalition against domestic violence. As for Andy Polo, the team terminated his contract. He's with a team in Peru now. And the Timbers, well, they've got a lot to figure out because fans, even the diehard fans, are not happy about this past year. Some have been boycotting the games. Others have said, we'll buy tickets, but nothing else. And so they've boycotted concessions at the park. There have been calls for both Gavin Wilkinson and Merritt Paulson to be fired. And the Timbers Army has set off purple smoke during games instead of the traditional green to show their support for abuse victims. The Timbers front office says they are listening and they're making changes. Today, they announced a plan that they say will bolster accountability and equity. It'll include new staff in their HR office. The Timbers Army, the Rose City Riveters, and other fans say they are still struggling with these kinds of failures.